All right, welcome back, guys. It actually is very long overdue that I do this. So what I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to be going over the basic data types for NinjaTrader. So if you're interested in building a NinjaTrader bot, you need to know the basic data types of C# in order to do so. So that is exactly what I'm going to be doing here. I'm going to show you the basic data types and how they work. Now, this is very similar to when I did the MQL video. I showed you the basic data types of MQL5. And that's the same. The basic data types are just a programming based thing. So it's just the foundations of programming. It's across the board. They're almost all the same data types. So it's going to be integers, float values, variables, Boolean variables, true or false. And those are typically, just those are typically the basic data types of any programming language. So I'm going to show you how to do that for C# for NinjaTrader. All right, so let's open up two things. In NinjaTrader, we're going to use our editor, and we're also going to need our output window as well. We don't need that as of yet, but we can pull that over here. Pull it down here a little bit. All right, most of this should be done in Visual Studio. I'm going to do it directly in NinjaTrader Editor just because it's very basic. I'm not doing anything crazy. So on strategies, I'm going to put a new strategy. Just click generate. All right. And the strategy is going to be my custom strategy. Those doesn't really care. This is not really focused on that. And as you can see, it kind of pulls up the public class as well as the on-state change. So on-state change, anytime you change the actual chart itself. So anything you do, load a strategy, load an indicator, refresh the page, it's always going to be changing there. And these are the values for it that they have on default for when you're building a strategy. We can X that out. We don't really need it. And the most important thing here really is the on bar update, because that is typically whenever there's going to be a new bar on the chart, it's going to be basically update with this function. All right. That is your main function. As you can see, add your custom strategy logic here is the main portion of the actual strategy itself. But we're not really worried about that. We're just going to be showing the basic data types. All right. So we're going to make the basic data types global variables. Now, if you don't know what global variables mean we're not putting them in any specific method. So on state change and on bar update are specific methods. The actual strategy class here, where it says my custom strategy, this is the global method, basically. So what we're going to do is we're going to put all our information on a global scale. So inside here, and then we're going to put it in each individual method itself. Mainly, we're going to focus on this method. On state change, we're not really dealing with that right now. All right. So, and this is just going to be showing you the basic data type. So it's nothing crazy. And we're going to kind of go through building a simple bot probably in the next video. So you're going to see more about how these work, but we're just going through the basic data types. All right. So the first basic data type, as you always know, is integers. So to do that, we do private, and you have to initialize it with int. That's letting you know what type of data is going to be stored in this. And let's call it bar. Let's call it bar. And because it's a global variable, you always have to initiate it with the underscore. All right. And we're going to leave it empty right now. We're going to have it updated with the bar number inside the on bar update method. So we're just going to leave it empty right now, but we're going to adjust it in here. All right. So that's integer. Now, next one is float. And first, wait, before I get there, skipping ahead. If you don't know what an integer is, it's a whole number. So like 1, 2, 3, 4. No decimal places, just a whole number. Now, the opposite with a decimal place, like 1.1, that's considered a float value. And just like with MQL5, aka C++, that is named double. So double is a float value. We're going to call this underscore P. Call this underscore P because same thing. It's a global value. Global variable, you have to initiate it with underscore. And then you close it off with the semicolon. You always have to close off with semicolon. Trust me, just like with the MQL video, it drives me nuts when I always make that simple mistake. When you make that, it won't work. Something's going to go wrong. All right. Next is we're going to do a string. So same thing, start with private, put in string. String value is just words. Keep it very simple. It's just anything dealing with words. What should the string value be? So we're gonna do underscore sim. So it's gonna be symbol. Yeah, we're gonna just put the symbol for that one. So we're gonna do sim, and what's the last one? The last data type is Boolean. So private bool. And that is just true or false. So string, we're going to put the symbol name in the string value, but Boolean is just true or false. So we're going to do that. And we're going to put in, put sim name. All right. And we're going to name a sim name, but we're going to go through it in here. All right. So now on bar change, this is where we're going to start putting in the values just to kind of get the understanding of it. So let's start with bar. So we do underscore bar. And we're going to do simple arithmetic. So plus, I'm going to do plus plus. That means plus one. And basically, we're just going to try to get the count of each bar as they come in. So, and remember, always close with a semicolon. And to print, you do capital P print, do parentheses. And what we're going to do is we're going to print out each bar count. So we're going to put bar in there, underscore bar, semicolon. I almost forgot that semicolon. About to drive me nuts. So that's bar. Next one, we're gonna try to, okay, now we're gonna play around. Let's get the current price. And if you want to know how to get any of these values, you can always go to NinjaTrader support help guide. I'm gonna have this in the description so you guys understand, but I always forget this. So we're going to get the current ask, which is gonna give us the price. Now, if you don't know, price in future is always going to be a float value. So that's why I'm going to have P, which is our float variable. We're going to have it equal to the price, the current price of the actual symbol we're going to be using. So get current ask, and that uses two parentheses. And what we're going to do is we're also going to print this. You can also print P so you can see how it prints out. Oh, see, look at that. It's got the semicolon again. Every time, I always forget it. And now we're going to do the sim. We're going to get the symbol. And so this one is going to be a little bit trickier to get. You're going to have to, let me look. Let me see if it's shown up here. Where is it? Instruments. There it is. Instruments. Okay, get instrument. Okay. Instrument that get instruments. So that's what we want to basically get the current instrument as it's shown. Okay, master instrument. Okay, so it's going to be this instrument to get master instrument name. So we can copy that. That's how we get the current instrument. That's why this is very, very helpful. So we're going to have symbol equal instrument that get master instrument name. And then we're going to print out the symbol. Semicolon, close that off too. And now we're going to do a simple value, a simple Boolean value. All right, so to do that is just an if else statement. That's how we typically get true or false. Apologies. So we're going to do if. Actually, let's put symbol into a variable that we're going to use. All right, so var. So that is var is for variable. If you're into JavaScript, you already know var is just a typical use for variable. So we're going to do var sim name And we're going to set it equal to sim. And we're going to set it equal to, so what are we doing here? What symbol we're using? We're going to use crude oil here. So that's what we're going to put. Whenever you're using quotation marks, it got to be double quote. They do not like single quote. So that's for my Python people. They do not like single quote here. CL. All right. So we're going to set the Boolean value sim name to the symbol that is equal to CL. So that's how we're going to check it. So what we're saying here is if sim equals CL, then set it to the variable name sim name. All right. And then we're going to double check that with a simple if else statement. So if sim name, meaning if this is true, if the symbol does equal CL, which it should because it's here, and we set it equal to the current instrument, the master instrument, which should be CL. So if this is true, which is a Boolean value, print it's, sorry, I forgot to put the quotation marks. It's crude oil. And also with if else statements, you got to put the else. So meaning if it isn't true, else print it's not. Close it off with that just to make sure. And this print statement, see, had a little squiggly line. All right. And really quickly, what we're going to probably do too, just outside of this, let's just print all the values out together. So yeah, let's just print them all out together. So we're going to do current bar plus, we're going to put a little space here. Actually, let me put a colon right there too. Plus, just go bar plus, what we could do. So it's current bar, current price. Plus, put another little space. Current price, and that equals P plus current symbol plus another little space. And then we're going to put sim. So I was going to do it. I'm going to stop it there just because I don't want this to be like super, super long. All right. And semicolon. And now we are going to compile this and we're going to see the output. Okay, it's good. So we're going to go to strategies. Going to load up the current strategy name, which is my custom strategy here. Click OK. Put our strategies on our control panel, enable it. And as you can see, the output, here we go. So as you can see, it's getting the count for the bars because we have bar, which is going to print the count for the bars. So let's go all the way to the bottom. So the count is at 2070 for the last one. Then it's printing out the price. And the price is 72.07. Then it's printing out the symbol as from here. Symbol is CL, as you can see, is crude oil. It's going through the Boolean value. So again, if the symbol equals CL, which it does, then print its crude oil, which it does. So it prints out its crude oil, just like we showed inside the Boolean value here. And lastly, it's printing out all the information here. So current bar is 2070, which we showed up here. Current price is 7207, which is here. Current symbol is CL. I should have probably put another space because it looked like it's all jumbled together. So yeah, let me just put another space in between these. Bar. E. It looks all jumbled together. That just looks bad. All right, let's do the control panel. Wait for it to compile. All right, and let's run it again. Oh, there it is. So see, now it's looking really nicer. See, it has more space in between the values, which is great. All right. And that's basic data types. So that is how you set up an integer value, you get a float value, you use some of the internal tools inside of NinjaTrader to kind of get some values like the symbol name, the current price. That's how you set up a bool class. So if else statement, and that's basically how you print out them. So this is the general basics of it. This is like C#'s basics, if anything. And we're going to go into like building out a full strategy, but these are the basic building blocks. So double watch this video, triple watch this video, make sure you understand these basic data types. And we're going to basically build out something beautiful, something simple and beautiful, probably like SMA crossover, just like with MQL. And we're going to just go from there. Now, if you want to learn this more in depth, of course, you can join Algo World, my algo trading community, where I show how to build trading bots for everything, every market, C#, C++, Python, JavaScript, whatever. I'm a programming nerd and I love to algo trade. So that is basically what I do. So see you guys on the next video. And again, if you want to learn, go to Algo World. Check me out on my socials. DM me if you have any questions. But yeah, double check this video. Watch the resources that we provide in these videos as well. And hopefully you guys have a great day. See ya. Peace.